Good morning, everyone. 3632. Start warm-up rolls with. Got Uncle Hoko, we got Buckeye Slim, we got Randy Hill checking in so far. Three, 2, 5. That was a 3-2, not 3-1. And I gotta do some really quick here. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay. 3, 6, 3, 2. Oh. One, 2, 3. Five, 1, 6. Good morning, Kevin. Five, 2, 7. Terrible throw. Two, 6, 8. That left one split off. The bot Ricks, Randy, is something that I used to use behind the scenes. It just still connects to every live stream that I have, so it's not a real person. It's a fake person. Good morning, Glenn. I used to use that service 268. It's called Bot Ricks. It's a service, and when I was doing the live streams on YouTube and Kick at the same time, it would connect both of the chats. So that way I could read both of the chats at the same time. So that's what Bot Ricks is. But every time I go live, it takes a couple seconds before it kicks in, and then it says that it connects correctly or whatever. Six, 4, 10. But I don't really use it anymore. But yeah, if I did need to use it, I could start it back up and put both chat boxes and everything in there and all that stuff. So 3, 5, 8. Good morning, Rody. This blue part when I lift my fingers. 1, 1, 2. It's not that complicated, Randy. It's actually, some of us make it more complicated than it really is. and it's just to put a good show on for you guys. But you can actually make it very, very simple as well. 256 or 257. You can actually make it very simple. It could be just as simple as turn your camera on, push and play, or go live, and then it shows whatever the camera is. We got Craps guy checking in. Good morning, David Clark. But I have got 4 cell phones that I use to do this live stream every day. We got a cell phone right here. We got a cell phone right there. We got a cell phone right over here. And a cell phone right over there. So that's 4 cell phones. 1, 3, 4. And I use a Stream Deck, which is a little box that helps you switch in between the screens, so I can switch, you know, in between the different screens and that I have up there. And then I have a small television that I read all your stuff on, all your chats, and I can watch my stream to make sure everything's streaming across decent. Then I have the laptop monitor as well, 628. And that laptop monitor is what I use to enter in Crapsee, and it shows how many people are watching and how many likes and all that type of stuff. So kind of a little process for me to set up. But again, like I said, you can make it super simple if you wanted to as well. $415. But I never used to do all the screen switching until I got that Stream Deck. I would always keep it really simple on that. And you know, last throw here and we'll get the show started. Six, 6, 12. 2 bookends on the warm-ups. Wow. Okay. See if we can throw those again once we get started. Who knows? We'll stick with 3, 6, 3, 2 to start off with, though. Good morning, Nemo. Nemo's in first place at over $500,000. Wow. No mushing the shooter. Okay, let's get it going. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 548 of the Level Up program and day number 42 of the $100,000 challenge. If you're new to the program, it's about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Uncle Hoku checking in number 1, and that's followed up by Buckeye Slim, the 300 plus club, who's actually in early today. We got Randy Hill and Kevin Scott, Undisciplined Glenn, and Rhodey, as well as we got Craps Guy and Overthinking Craps Nemo. And we also got Kate Fisher checking in. So good morning to all. If you are watching along, we got 13 people watching at the current moment. If you are watching along and you have not said hi yet, so make sure you check in the chat. Let us know. If you're playing along with Crapsee, click on that live tab that'll bring you over to the table that we're using today. Remember, this is for entertainment and educational purposes. Yesterday we had a slow start. The first 3 shooters were not so great. They're 0.70s, but after that we actually turned on the heat and we did really well. So we were down almost $900 for a while, and we got all that money back, plus made a couple $100 to boot. So we actually came out with a win yesterday. So we're starting off today with $45.99 for our starting bankroll. Win goal today is $460 plus, and we'll have a stop loss of $690. Coming in today with 26 wins and 15 losses, and I'd like to see that wins get up to 30 or so before we start getting any more losses, so we can get some of that bankroll built up and hopefully go further. So I have no idea what Mushin is either. It must be Nemo's ancient Chinese secret. And I have to make sure I don't do it. Okay. It almost looks like moonshining. But anyhow, sorry, Nemo, that was a terrible joke of mine. That was a bad dad humor. But anyhow, let's get started here. We're going to go with the level 5 of the CMJ plan, and we're going to use half of our profits from each shooter. If we have any profits, we'll put it towards the next shooter so we can hopefully get the bankroll built up a little bit faster. We got 14 people playing along with Crapsee, 15 people watching. And let's call this all bets set. Oops, no, we're not going to go all bets set. I'm going to cancel that all bets set. So I'm going to put a pass line out there and an ATS bet here. So let me get that. You guys have to resubmit your bets here again. So we're going to start off with a $25 pass line. We're going to go 10 small, 10 tall, and we'll go 5 any craps. So get those bets in again. I apologize for that. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Good morning, Joel. 3632. And we're going to start off with a 5-3 grape ape. And let's mark that point of 8. Using a 3632 dice set, and we have a 538 result. And of course, I didn't switch screens at all, so you guys didn't see the come out roll. But anyhow, hey, it is what it is. I don't know why that's coming up as on. Okay, I got it. Okay, we'll turn it off, and it'll go back to this screen, and we'll turn it back on. There we go. Okay, good. Let's go 320 across bet level. 50 and a 4, 5, 9 and 10. We got 60 on that 6. And let's go with $25 pass line odds. And while we're waiting for everybody to get their bets, let's do our weather in Wisconsin. It is 35 degrees. Feels like 25 because of the wind chill. And it is... I left work this morning, it was snowing. By the time I got home, it was rain and sleet. By the time I started the show, it was actually raining. So it's pretty nasty outside in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. So anyhow, let's get this all bets set here and dice out. 3632. Here we go. That right one jumped way up, came back down, but we got a 3-3 hard 6, and that is the double degen. So that'll be hit number 1 for us. Primary on top of both dice. And that's going to allow us to go 66 inside pressure. Put an extra $15 in pass line odds out there. So we're now 5 and 9 is at 65. The 6 is at 678. And we have $40 in pass line odds. 3632. Yeah, Buckeye, you can email me your ideas. I definitely am interested in any kind of come out game. I normally don't play a pass line bet unless I'm the shooter. Just so you know, or I don't usually do ATS on anybody. And sometimes I don't even do it on myself, but email me at crapsmasterjourney@yahoo.com, and I would love to take a look at it once. And I know I've watched some of your past videos on some of the things that you've done, but always looking for a good way to do the come out game. Dice do not feel comfortable with regrip them, and dice out. Left one flew a little bit higher than the right one, but we have another double DGen, 3-3 hard 6. So this is a parlay of the day with SJ right from the get-go. 3-6-3-2, primary and top, both dice again. So that's gonna be hit number 2. That'll be enough to get out of the shooter right away. So we're gonna bring our bets down. It's $156 brought back. We're gonna go 96 across. No pass line odds now. So we have 123 on the table with the ATS bet, 156 brought back. So we're going to be in profit by at least $33 here on this shooter. Again, 3-6-3-2. Glenn goes, we got to put that one up on the screen. That's awesome. Glenn goes, the only way that I know how to play the pass line is to put some chips on it. That's funny. It takes all of us to do that type of humor. That's awesome. Okay. Let's call that all bet set. 18 people playing along here. We got 16 people watching. Dice out. They split apart when he left my fingers just slightly. We got a 5-6. Yo, chef. We threw a midnight and we threw aces during our warm-up, so let's see if we can hit those 2 numbers again, and that'll help us towards those ATS bets because those are the hardest numbers for us to hit. Nothing sweeter than a repeater, says Buckeye. Yep, we like the yo too. 3-6-3-2. And that yo was no help for me. So we will call that all bet set and dice out. And there we go. I like that. OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots. Midnight. I don't like the way the dice roll to the left, but I definitely will take that result because it'll help us greatly towards that ATS. We got 2 of the hard ones all the way on the tall side. All we need is a 9 and a 10 now. 9 and a 10. 3-6-3-2. Actually, we're going to go 6-4-2-4. 6-4-2-4. And we'll call that all bet set. And dice out. 6-4-2-4. And we got a 2-2 hard for the hard fuzzy 4-2-2. It's going to cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. 6-4-2-4 with a 2-2 hard 4 result. I'm just not seeing the numbers on top that I'm hoping for, so I don't know what's going on with this. But I would definitely take that result. And let's make that 4 look like a quarter. 3-6-3-2. We'll quarter pitch both of them. 6-4-2-4. We'll give it one more shot with that dice set. 6-4-2-4. And we'll call call that all bets set. Dice out. Dice pull apart again when they left my fingers. This time we got a 3, 6, 9 triple D. So all we need is that 10 now. Let's hit that 10. We normally throw 10s, so that should hopefully be a good one. 6, 4, 2, 4 is a dice there. 3, 6, 9. So that is a set result that I was looking for. 3, 6, 9. Let's see if we get a 4, 6, 10 next. Anyhow, that was 9. Let's make that 9 look like $25. 6, 4, 2, 4 is our dice set. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 2, 6, 8. That is the Duracell 8. Go out, support free live content. Give that thumbs up where deserved, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And that's also can be considered a winner 8. So the puck will turn off. 2, 6, 8 with the result. Double implosion of the dice. Good morning, Greg. So K Fisher had a big field when I threw that midnight, so that paid out double for him. That was nice. 6, 4, 2, 4. And again, I'm gonna watch that dice result there. We threw an 8 in that last one, so we're gonna put we'll put a bet up once we get a new point established there. And we'll call that all bet set. 20 people playing along on Crapsee, 14 people watching. It's a slow day on YouTube today. Kind of like the weather outside. Dice out. Three, 4, 7 on the come out, and that kind of sucks. That's going to reset that ATS. 6, 4, 2, 4, and we got 3, 4, 7. Both numbers I want to see on top, but not at the same time. So that's kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We had our bets turn off, so that did not hurt us on that side. We'll go back to the 6, 4, 2, 4 one more time. Yeah, I'm saying damn it too. Fisher's on a new private table, testing a new strategy and making sure it's bulletproof for trying it in a casino. Yep. Tried against John's rolls, that makes it bulletproof. He can definitely cut holes in any strategy. So, all bets set. Ace out. 6, 4, 2, 4. Three, 5, 8, the Grape Ape. So we're back on that 8 again. Oops, 6, 4, 2, 4, and a 5, 3, 8. 3, 5, 8. That was a 3, 5, 8. Let's change that after I get it into Crapsee here for you guys. I like to have my statistics on KPI accurate because that's what I use when I do my end of the day calculations and all that stuff. Why did I end up with a 5, 1? I don't understand. 3, 5, 8. There we go. Okay, now that's right. Good. So the puck is on the 8. And again, 6, 4, 2, 4. And we're gonna go odds here again. I'll go $15 odds. Okay, we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. 26 degrees in Idaho, says the craps guy, David Clark. Where in Idaho are you? Because that's where 208 Craps is from, I believe, as well. 6424. And we got a 369 Triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. Trying something a little bit different with my toss today. And keeping my stance a little bit more erect, a little bit more upright. And that gets my arm a little bit straighter, so I have less elbow play in there. So we'll see. So far it seems to be working. We'll see if that continues to work. $35 on that 9. 269 brought back to the rack. 148 on a table currently. I'm sorry, 6424. I gotta change that on KPI. 6424. There we go. Okay. Okay, we'll go all bet set. Dice out. 6424. Wow, that left one kicked off the back wall. 437. Ouch. Another double pitch of the dice. And that'll be the end of shooter number 1. 6424. And we're going to get off of that 6424 dice set because that double pitch is hitting us with the 4-3. Which is not what I want to see. Shock absorbent. It's a low rider there, Slim. So, okay. We had a 12 for the first shooter. We made a profit of $121. And we're going to go back to the 3632 dice set. So make sure you get your bets in here. We got 23 people playing along in Crapsee, 18 people watching, 6 thumbs up. And I'm not going to try any dice sets, Slim, unless it's something that I'm determining. Because what happens is certain people recommend the dice sets, and then I try to figure out why that's the good dice set. And in that, it throws off my concentration. So I'm going to try to refrain from using dice sets unless a huge super chat is thrown in. Sounds like I'm money hungry, but that's the only reason I would do it. So the part of the focus of the show is to teach you how I do my betting and that, but also to figure out the dice results and how the dice are reacting to my sets. 3632 dice out. And we had a 6-1 on the come out. So what I'm going to do, oh, that's not an ouch, that's a pass on winner, come out natural. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the Yuri style grip using the same set and see if we can make a change that way. Last one was a double pitch. This one was one base off axis with a single pitch. Now I want to get off this variant here. 3632. That's right. You do you, you the shooter. And thank you for appreciating that explanation there, Buckeye. Let's go all bet set. And dice out, still shooter number 2. Looking for a point. We're going Yuri style grip now. And the reason I do that is so that way I can practice. So when I'm in the real casino, I can make those changes a lot faster. And we got a 4-5 hard 9 to Big Daddy Mac. So let's mark that point of 9. We all know we're at the table in the actual casino. We don't have the opportunity to shoot the dice that often. And if you have a short roll, sometimes it's an hour, hour and a half before you get those dice back again. Well, by then it's almost like you're starting all over again. So that's one of the reasons why I try to make those changes fast based off of this. But we're gonna go 320 across on our bets again. And we brought 120 some dollars back, so let's put an extra 66 inside on here. So I said I was going to use some of my profits on the next shooter so we could hopefully get our bets up a little bit faster, a little bit bigger, a little bit faster. That makes sense. Again, we're going to go 3-6, 3-2. Erie style grip, we'll call that all bets set. And dice out. Ooh, that was a rollout on that left eye. 6-2-8, the Duracell 8. Hit number 1. Don't like the way those dice split apart like that. Square primary on the front side, both dice, though, even though there really wasn't much DI involved in that one. But anyhow, that was a $91 hit. So let's go with another 66 inside pressure. So we get that 5 and 9 at $80. That's 6 and 8 is at $96. 3-6, 3-2. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Ah, damn it. 4-3-7. Double pitch. That's gonna be an ouch. So that's gonna be a hit for us. We're not liking that one. So that's gonna be 380 some dollars down on this shooter now. 3-6-3-2 and a 4-3-7. We're gonna switch over to the all winner set. Since we're seeing a lot of double pitches here. We saw a couple primaries in the beginning, but we kind of got off of that. So we're going to go over to our wonder set and hopefully extend our rolls that way. We'll stick with the Erie style grip. That one hurt. That one hurt a little bit, so we lost 360 on that one. 361 brings us down to 43.59 on our bankroll. So that puts us down about $140 for the day. I'm sorry, $240. So anyhow, we'll go back up again, pass line, 5 small, 5 tall, and if there are any craps, we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. 5-4-2-3, Erie style grab. Dice out. And we got a 4-5 hard 9 again, the big daddy Mac. So let's mark that point a 9. Now we got some recovery to do. 3-6-3-2. No, that was not a 3-6-3-2. That was the all winner set. 5-4-2-3. There we go. And we got a 4-5 hard 9 result. So again, we're going to go 320 across. $25 pass line odds. Stick with the all winner set. 5-4-2-3. Get reggae for our music today. No, that's actually a good suggestion there, Greg. He says try any 7 set if you're double pitching. I agree with you 100% on that one. Good morning, SJ. We already threw parlay with SJ this morning. First shooter. All that set. And they out. I haven't said a crossed for a while, K Fisher. Jen hollered at me early on, and I made it a point to try not to do that. They out. And we have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice Gen 5. This table does have ears. We mentioned Jen's name, and we roll her dice set. 2, 3, 5. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 5 result. We're going to go 66 inside. $15 extra pass line odds. 5, 4, 2, 3. Let's mention Buckeye Buckshot. Okay, we'll see if that works there, Slim. We'll go all that set and dice out. And you know what, Slim? It does work. We got a 639. That is the easy 9. The Franks. How funny is that? So that's a winner 9. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 639 result. Any other numbers you want me to say out loud? Any other names I should say? Oh my God, that's too funny. Okay. We're going to bring our bets down. As the $150 brought back to the rack, we'll go 96 across. Again, we'll turn those bets off. Sorry, Glenn. Fuzzy. Okay, we'll see if we get a hard 4. Okay. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 3. I can't help but laugh in there, Glenn. Sorry, my friend. So we'll go 25. We got 25 people playing along here and 20 people watching. And we'll call it dice. All bets set, dice out. Flustered, I guess. Here we go. Nope, sorry, Slim. Well, we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. It is Chiro coming to us from above. And we got a 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 6, 5 yo. That's gonna be a pass line winner on the come out. And I didn't have any pass line bets, so not a big deal for me. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. Call it all but set. Dice out. Dice did cross. We got a 6-1 on the come out. Another pass line winner come out natural. DP loser. We'll switch to the 3-2-3-6 dice set. Still looking for a point here. Still got some recovery to do. If we took everything down, it would be a 44.89. So we're still down about $110. Please stop doing that. Yeah, I'm trying not to. 3-2-3-6. Put your bets in, please. Okay, Glenn, thank you, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow. And that's out. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And that's going to pass line loser, DP winner. 2-3-6, 2-1-3. That's a double pitch. Good morning, Eddie. E2 Gaming checking in. 3-2-3-6. Still looking for our point to be set here. Bets are still turned off. And all bets set. Pays out. And we got a 1-4-5, the truck and camper. So it's marked at point of 5. 3-2-3-6 and 1-4-5 result. So that is a preferred dice result there. 4 is showing up on top on one of them. Yeah, I watched his monster roll last night up to about roll number 48, and then I had to get back to work. I was on my break. So I forgot to mention that George had a monster roll last night. If you guys, actually this morning, that would have been his morning show. So guys, go over, check that out. Support George. He is an expert at dice sets and how to adjust and all this stuff. And some days he goes on those 7 runs like I do and Alfredo does and all that. But other days he just goes off on absolute monsters like he did last night. All my bets are turned back on. 3-2-3-6. Peace out. And 5-2-7. I said the damn word, and this table has ears. It is an ouch. So we made a little bit of a profit on that one. Not that much to write home about, though. 3-2-3-6, and we got a 5-2-7. Ouch. Damn it. Okay, so we made $34 on that one. Woo-hoo. We're gonna go back to our rugger grip. 3-6-3-2. Actually, no, we're gonna go 5-4-2-3 with a rugger grip and see how that works. 5-4-2-3. I'll win ourselves with a rugger grip. That's what we had yesterday and worked really well. Nemo may go. He's playing dark side on me again. Let's see where he's at right now. They go 700. He went up almost $200,000 today. Unreal. Okay. So I am gonna go again. $25 pass line bet. 5 small or 10 small, 10 tall, 5 any craps, and all bets set. Peace out. Key Fisher's asking for 6-4-10. Let's see if we can get that. And I will not give you a 6-4-10, Key Fisher, but I'll give you a 4-6-10. How's that? That is Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. So ask and you shall receive. 3-6-3. Nope, that was not a 3-6-3-2. That was a 5-4-2-3 and a 4-6-10 result. Marking point of 10. 5-4-2-3 and 4-6. There we go. Oh, Kevin asked for it. I'm sorry. I thought that was K Fisher. I'm sorry. Kevin asked for it. Yes. Okay, 320 across. And 25 in pass line odds. 5-4-2-3. I saw the K. I didn't read the whole name, so anyhow, we'll call it all bet set. It's out. And there is our 2-2 hard 4, hard fuzzy 4. 2-2 going to cruise. Brian from Holy Roller, who's actually on a cruise right now. And on one of his Facebook chats yesterday, post, one of his members posted that the cruise ships now, Royal Caribbean, started in April, I guess, is going to get away from the $1 field bets and the $1 hop bets. So now I guess the minimum is going to be a $10 field, and the minimum will be a $2 hop bet. I don't know how valid that is. It's just something that was reported. So if that would affect you, it is what it is. We'll go 96 across pressure. $15 pass line odds. Why is table max only 500? Because that's what my local is at $500. So that way you guys need to be creative in increasing your bets and getting a bigger bankroll. 5, 4, 2, 3. Days out. And we got a 3-2-5, the Justice Gen 5. And it'll be hit number 2 for me here. And it's going to be a 5, 4, 2, 3 and a 3, 2, 5 result. Good morning. Let's talk craps. You are being, hey, Nemo has $700,000 bankroll here. And he's kept those $500 max bets. K Fisher's creative. He created his own private table. That's funny. Anyhow, okay, let's bring our bets down. We'll go 96 across. And 184 brought back to rack. 126 on the table. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. And we got another 3-2-5 Justice Gen 5. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 3-2-5 result. Single pitch. Make that 5 look like a quarter. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. So 25 people still playing along, 22 people watching. And we have another 5. This time it's a 4-1-5, the truck in camper. And 5, 4, 2, 3, 4-1-5 result. It'll be 1 dice off axis on that right side. Implosion of the right die. Make that 5 look like $35. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bet set. It's out. I split apart when I left my fingers just slightly. We have a 1-3-4 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. 5, 4, 2, 3. 1, 3, 4 result. So let's make that 4 look like a quarter. I'll make it look like 40 bucks. We'll see if we can do a 410 Daddy Dave flip on this one. Let's see if we can get some money to go on the table, get our bets up a little bit higher. 5, 4, 2, 3. And I'll bet that is out. A 4, 5, hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. I almost rolled the dice there. Okay, let's go to $25 on that 9. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3, all winner set. And all bet set. It's out. And we have a 2, 4, 6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Let's see where we're at with our bets right now. 309 brought back to rack 181 on a table. If I took everything down, it'd be at 4702. At the current moment, we are $71 away from break even if I lost everything. So that being said, let's add in $3. We'll go to $30 on that 6, $30 on that 8. So we're at that 160 plus across level. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bet set. It's out. The left one went a little bit higher. Left one went a little bit higher than the right one, but we got a 4, 6, 10. Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe, and this could be a winner 10. So the puck will turn off. A 4, 2, 3, and a 4, 6, 10 result. So that being said, now, that being said, we're going to bring that 4 down to $20 now. Still a buy bet. Leave the pass line at 25. We'll go $5 any craps again. 334 brought back 190 in the table. Bets are turned off though for the comments. And let's get a new point established. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 415, the trucking camper. So let's mark at that point of 5. It's a 4-1, not a 1-4, or not a 1-4. It's a 4-1. So 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 4-1 result. Okay, so let's do this. $15 in pass lit odds. We'll take that 5 down, make the 10 look like $20. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. And we have a 4, 6, 10 again. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10. I'm gonna make 10 look like 30, 4 look like 30. And 5, 4, 2, 3. All that's set. Dice out. Three, 6, 9, the triple D. Those dice went down, they stopped like dead. Right up against the wall there. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 3, 6, 9 result. We're gonna make that 9 look like 35. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all that's set. That's out. And we got a 2, 1, 3, ace deuce. Alfredo sauce. So all we need is aces for that small. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 1, 1, 2 results. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 2, 3. If we get a double explosion, that would be perfect. I'm sorry, a drift left. A drift left of the dice. That'd be nice. So let's call that all bet set. Dice out. I got a correct KPI. It's 2, 1. There we go. Not a 1, 1, 2. Okay, here we go. All bets set. And 3, 4, 7. And that is an ouch. That's gonna be a primary hit. 5, 4, 2, 3, and yeah, it's primary on the front side. 4, 3, 7. 3, 4, 7. I am messing up my typing today really bad. Double pitch, primary and front side. Good morning, Dan. So anyhow, we are 45.81, $18 away from break even again. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 3. We made $188 on that one, so we're gonna go extra 96 across. So we'll go 320 across, but it's plus 96 across once we get a point established here. we're going to go $25 pass line again. 10 small, 10 tall, 5 any craps. Good morning, we have Mad Hatter. And all bets set. Dice out. This will be our last shooter here. 527 on the come out. Oops, pass line winner, come out natural. Five, 4, 2, 3, and a 5-2 result. So we saw 2 primary hits in a row. John comes in. We got 2 7s in a row there. We're gonna go 3, 6, 3, 2 for a throw or 2. And still looking for a point here. We're still on shooter number 5. Oops. I'm gonna cancel those bets out. I gotta repeat my bet again, guys. I'm sorry. You're feeding the pups. So get your bets back, Eric. Get your bets in again. I canceled it out, so I get my ATS up again. $5 any craps. And all bets set. They saw it. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we got a 6, 2, 8. That is the Duracell 8. So it's marked a point of 8. 6, 3, 2. And that's going to be a primer in the front side. So that's 3 primers in a row. So that means we're going to stick with that 3, 6, 3, 2 set. And we've got 320 across, plus 96 across. 15 pass line odds, and put an extra 15 in there, so we got 65 in odds. 3, 6, 3, 2 is the dice set, and all bets set. Dice out. That is an ouch. 6-1. One more shooter. That one hurt. We were just at that break-even point for the day. 3, 6, 3, 2, 617. And that shot us down quite a bit there. Oh, it's 455 on that. So we went from break-even to down 455. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 3. And we're gonna ladder our bets up. Right now we're at 41.28, so that still puts us over our stop loss. And I'm gonna go we're gonna go 640 across working to start here, and we'll see how that works. I never do that, so that is something we're gonna do for the shooter only. Now we'll close this off at set. I saw Kevin says John cannot visit anymore. That's just ironic when he comes in and does that. It has nothing to do with him. Here we go. 314 Big Joe Raps Master Journey. So let's mark that point of 4. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 314 result. So it'll be hit number 1 for me on the come out. So I never work the bets when I'm coming out, but I did there. We're going to go 160 cross pressure. Five, 4, 2, 3. And all bet that. Face out. Two, 6, 8. The Duracell 8. We hit number 2. And we're going to go for a third hit here to get some money back. So that's going to be 160 cross pressure again. 5, 4, 2, 3. Come on, dice set, cooperate with me. And all bets set. Dice out. Ooh, the left one stuck. Right one stuck, but hey, I'll take the result. 4-2, the holy cannoli, 4-2-6. Okay, we got out of that one, luckily. Normally when that right dice stops like that, that's usually a bad sign, but I will definitely take that result. 4-2-6. So that is 580. So we recovered from that money that we lost there. So let's get that money off the table here. 96 across. What's that? 46.12 if we lost everything. So we are going to be in the win today no matter what. That is awesome. So that was a nice recovery there. Jen ever the chat. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Slim. But anyhow, we're going to be pressing up here pretty fast here. Holy cannoli with 6. You get egg rolls. We'll go all bet set. And dice out. Let's get these bets up really fast here so we can get some money back to the rack here. 5, 4, 2, 3. We're going to win no matter what, so that's positive. So we're going to probably power press some of these or get some double presses up here. And then hope for a repeater hit. 3-3 hard, 6 to double degen. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 3-3 hard 6. Let's drop back. Let's make that 6 look like 36. Put most of it back out on the table. 5, 4, 2, 3. See if we can hit that 6 again. And all but set. Now Jen sometimes doesn't chat because she plays on her phone and has a hard time chatting. Sometimes she doesn't wake up in time. So, and all but set this out. And we have a 2, 1, 3, the ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. A 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 1, 3 result. That's could be no help for me. 4, 2, 3. See, Jen's on her phone. Called it. Okay. Let's go all bets set on that. And they saw it. And that's going to be the end of the 617. So we are in profit, barely, but we are in profit today. Had a mix of rolls today, some good, some bad. Depending on how aggressive you were, how you were betting today, how it went, but good mix of rolls. Okay, so that puts us at a 46-16, 46-15 for our bets. So we actually made $16 today, which is not bad because we were down almost $500 there for a little while. But let's look at our statistics for the day here. We had 6 shooters. We had a 12 and a 14, and then the rest of them were average or worse. Our SRR today was a 7.8. Our SRR was a 4.7, so that was not great. 4 come out 7s today, though. The 7 is giving a big old finger up the middle there, but the 9s were hitting as well as the 5s were hitting too. Box numbers, inside numbers were expected. 4s and 10s are low today. Come out 7s are high. Horns are low. Fields are low. And hardways are just about that expected level. Looking at our 1,000 challenge dice roll results. As of the end of yesterday, we had 2,164 throws. Our SOR is at a 9.57, SRR is at 6.61, and our BSR is 6.48. I stuttered there for a little bit here. Slim City had a good comeback at the end there. Jen made $57. And we got Big Kahuna Larry checking in there. And she's talking about George. He had that roll, but a bunch of come out water rolls. He had one little section there where he had a bunch of 7s during the come out, and I think he had some craps numbers thrown in there too. But overall, that was an amazing roll. I actually made $5,000 off of that roll of his last night. But anyhow, guys, thanks for joining in today with me. Make sure in about 10 minutes or so you go check out Casino Gaming TV for John's show, his coffee run in the morning. Do I break even in Joe? I'm not sure what you were saying there, Jen. Do you break even in Joe? I was up like 5,000 on his, but I was betting pretty aggressively. I started off, I think when I started to show off, it was like, I don't know, $600 above his starting bankroll, but then I lost a lot of it, but I bet really aggressively to get back. Oh, did I break even today? Today, I will click go on to Crapsee. We started off at $45.99 and I ended up with $46.15. So we actually made $16 today. So I had a pretty good comeback. That's 2 days in a row where we actually had to come back and ended up the session with a win. So hopefully that makes sense there for you, Jen. But anyhow, guys, thanks for joining in today, and gals, and I will be back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.